lot of AP damage. Like they have Riot, they have Jax, which is AP. Even the Ezreal has a lot of AP damage. Bard does a lot of AP damage as well. The only real core AD damage source in this composition is the Vi, with a little bit coming out from the Ezreal. So champions like
the intel that he had to be like, you know what, if I'm going to get the kill onto a fake Apo now, it's going to be the case. And speaking of kills, it's going to come through into that mid lane. Deadly actually being a little bit more deadly today. Taken away from Shy here is if Solo Bolo takes it to the face, or if we have like Carlos as well, but the face check into this push here could be a potential setup for the side of International Jobcenter, but it's going to divide into the back line, putting a lot of stress onto Snorlax. But now they have to kind of wait here. Shy's looking to wait in with that ultimate. Yes, Renekton's going to be there to soak a lot of that damage, forcing the flash from Quant. But now teleport into the top side of the map is coming from Lilac as well, trying to get the counter strike, trying to stop any kind of a mitigation. The True Shot Barrage coming through as well. Just basically being there to kill a lot of damage from the side of International Jobcenter. Solo Bolo gets taken down. The X-Tech ultimatum with a flash here, though. Very crucial. This could be a huge turnaround here for the side of International Jobcenter. They lost Freyrem, but they're picking up more. 3-4-1 trade overall.
4-1 trade overall for International Jobcenter. What a scrappy fight overall, though. It was back and forth, and all the
needs to get that Nidalee online, and obviously getting those 2 kills means he gets the Lich Bane here as well, which is obviously going to further him up. But Faker Apo walks into a Hextech ultimatum, and he's not got the health. The stuns coming through. It's going to be the Bolt Breaker here coming in from Vi as well, just trying to get the out. Oh, wow! The readjustment, and then that second skill got the takedown onto Faker Apo.
Beautiful play there from the Camille. I mean, Carlos is having a field participation as well for a solo laner, a split pusher like a Camille. It just shows the power of this Camille pick and how much rotation you could deal. And they get another kill onto the Ezreal. And the tempered fate every time. And we saw this yesterday as well as, maybe the Bard gets a kill. No, cleanses away from the Ignite, so he stops taking the damage. But like I said, we saw this yesterday as Snorlax is jumping in again. And they just get kill after kill after kill. And International Jobcenter are running away with this. X-Tech ultimatum onto the back line as well. Another kill. Jax comes to try and clean it up, but buddy, you're in a 1 versus 4. I don't know if this is what you want. 1 HP. Snorlax want to stay hit. It doesn't, but it does enough damage anyway. And that is an ace. And they're just going for more. What is going on?
They're looking just to clean up a lot of kills. I mean, I was trying to compare Freyrem to
one Blam in the mid lane, and they were just like, okay, I'm going to go in. Wait, now I'm going to go in. Now I'm going to go in. It was just an absolute mess, and now they're going to try and kill Quant as well. It's going to use the magical journey to be able to escape. But again, he's still so tanky now, Solo Bolo, with the Zeke's Convergence as the first item. A little bit of potency come through from the Ezreal, but yeah, it's just not going to be enough damage for now, and Solo Bolo is just going to be able to escape.
Yeah, I could say with the aid of Shy using that ultimate there from the Lucian, really kind of saved Nabil's life actually, because he was trying to run away. He saw the poke come through from the side of Mango, but they're top side of the map here. Hextech ultimatum catches 2 into it. Takedown onto Lilac Town as well. Looking trying to get the kill onto UI, but obviously he has to force the flash, gets out into safety. That T2 is going to save him. The minions are pretty low.
Oh my god!
The damage from Snorlax.
He smited the minion series, but I didn't think it'd be this dominant for the first game.
Oh, absolutely not. I mean, especially with the historical head-to-head, right? Like, obviously, it had Mango in the favorites here for the side of International Jobcenter, but now, obviously, this counter-strike is going to be absolutely useless here. When you got a 4v1 dive onto you, down goes Lilac Town once again. But like you were saying, complete domination. Completely just dominate the Rift Herald, the Baron Nash's here, and just keep pushing their base. 12 minutes in, Quake looking low. He has to use a status here to then negate the ultimate. Shy almost falling out there, but it's going to takedown onto UI. Trade for Shy is not a good trade, especially when there's an objective being taken here onto the Rift, but into the back line is going to be the Renekton having to force the status. They are going to be able to get a bit of kills here for Mango, but overall, it's very scrappy. Can they come back from this one, or will they all die and lose this inhibitor?
I mean, the Rise is going to try and jump in and maybe do a lot of damage. Actually, the first ability from Bard stunning both members has to use the flash away. Will Snorlax jump back in? He does. He gets another kill. Snipe with the spear. Oh, I don't think he hit it. I think he hit a minion this time instead. And Carlos is just in the bait. Like, it's like I'm watching us going in and in one by one. Like, even for both teams, like International Jobcenter, they're diving underneath an inhibitor tower was just insane. I don't know.
Did he? I don't think he actually got that blue steal there as well. Snorlax and UI trade lives as well, but now it's going to be the Lucian. Shy looking to trade the marksman for a potential no depth here. But overall, I mean, we were talking about
wait until the next Baron buff comes up. With each Baron, every single time you take it, it gets stronger and stronger every single time. So that's why the first Baron buff is a little bit weaker and the time is not really too long. And it just keeps on getting buffed and buffed every time. But they're going to try and push through mid, even without the Baron buff minions.
Exactly that. Obviously, they are looking to try and get the inhibitor into the mid lane. The status is come through. Actually going to be very scary here for the side of International Jobcenter. They do lose Freyren at this moment in time into the team fight as well as Solo Bolo. I mean, Mango have them on the run, but can they actually formulate some kind of counter engage here onto the side of International Jobcenter to get a takedown onto UI, onto Lalaktown as well. VAPO goes down. The snipes here from Snorlax. Absolute cinema coming through for the side of International Jobcenter.
Yeah, I mean, it's just clean right now from Snorlax. Will he die? Oh, no, he's not even going to die. He's going to stasis at the last second. Shy, maybe I'll be able to do enough damage. He will. And it looks like they're going to try and end the game through mid lane. 8-1-13 on Snorlax, 8-1-10 on this Nidalee. The top side of the map from International Jobcenter just dominated Mango in the end. Both Carlos and Snorlax having an absolute field day. And what an incredible victory to end off game number 1.
Oh, absolutely. Definitely a dominant performance here from the side of International Jobcenter. Like you were saying, obviously, within that match, we saw the matches yesterday between VAPO and Mango, and then obviously International Jobcenter and Baguette, but we didn't expect Mango the gap
here for the Javan. So not 100% sold on the pick yet, but we'll have to see when we get into game. But yeah, overall, I think this Mango roster is lacking a lot of damage with 2 tanks, a Rakan, which might build more tankiness, maybe a little bit more AP, but in general won't be dealing that much damage. So you are solely the tower to try and take the lantern away, but that might be a really big downfall here as the Ornn looks to flash on forward and try and get engaged. But now here comes Javan. He's back again. Flash has to come through from the Xayah. The feathers are doing quite a lot of damage, to be honest with you.
Oh, the flash
goes down, 2 goes down, maybe 3 going down as Vladimir gets ultimate at the start of this team fight. Shen tries to use the ultimate to save him, but he doesn't in the end. Draven also gets a stack as well with his passive, getting a kill. He probably didn't have that many stacks because this is so early on in the game, and he probably hasn't been catching that many axes. But yeah, overall, incredible trade here again for International Jobcenter.
Yeah, I feel like they need to have like some kind of like delay compensation there from that Shen ultimate, very much like a British transport there. A little bit too late, delayed, and never got the save here onto the side of Mango. I mean, if he came through a little bit earlier, maybe it would have saved and turned around the tide of the team fight here, but he's now top side of the map here. UI looking to try to get the takedown onto Nabil, and it's going to be the case here. Quants has to use the second skill to get out, but there's a Cataclysm, gets a slam dunk onto the side of Quants, but they don't want to lose Snorlax just here yet. There is a huge brawl. Top side of the map
of this Draven. Of course, Draven has a bit of a gold lead at the moment. The one downside and weakness of the Draven is if Xayah can stay pretty much even on gold or stay within, like, I would say 1,000 gold, then you actually be pretty okay if you are Xayah in this situation. Ghost comes on through from the Gwen. Will we be seeing a solo Bolo? We will. The minions block? No, the minions do not block in the end. And the assist, I spoke about how the Vladimir early on wants to try and get 3 items as soon as possible. As soon as you get 3 items, then you're in a pretty good spot. As they're engaged onto the mid lane, looks like Nabil makes a huge mistake there. He follows the hook, but he doesn't realize that the Shen is actually right behind him. And now we might get another solo Bolo here, potentially in the bot lane. The Ghost again from the Gwen. Another solo kill for Fake Rappo against Ferrin on.
That's the problem here for the side of Mango, right? If Vlad gets online, it's going to be very scary. Obviously, we saw him use the Ghost to get out of that one. He still has the Flash, which we saw gave a very fruitful engage on top side of the map here. But the Cataclysm once again locks down Deadly, but it's going to be enough time to get them here. But the Shen comes through. Obviously, Threshold has been popped as well. UI into the back line. He is a tanky boy with that Ornn ult coming through as well. He's really going to zone out the side of International Jobcenter, splitting them in half. But is this going to actually bear any more kills onto the side of Mango? The answer currently is no. And we have Rift Herald's very own Sweeney Todd just doing a lot of damage, but no, with the Purge back out of the T1. It's going to be a huge turnaround here for the side of International Jobcenter.
Oh, the Draven even flashes forwards. He gets himself another kill, and oh, this Draven. If I was a Mango fan right now, if I was Spanish, oi, oi, oi. I can't think of any words. No comprende, is that a thing? I can't remember what that means.
I think so. That's probably like don't understand, you know? No comprende. No comprende. Like, that's what the fans are probably wondering. Like why is this Draven doing so well? Why aren't they contesting this Draven? No comprende. But the Enchanted Ensemble here does get taken onto the side of Mango, so definitely buenos for that. But now, obviously, UI gets taken down, so they get the objective, but the kills are coming through, and the gold is being transitioned here onto the side of it so far.
Looks like top side here, Vladimir looking to try and get the solo kill here onto the Ornn with a little bit of help from the Jarvan, but Jarvan again is, oh no, it's gone horribly wrong. Jarvan actually takes the tower aggro in the end. I think the pull came down from the Vladimir, which meant that Jarvan takes the aggro. He's not
that here. It's gonna be enough to try and get the takedown onto UI. He's on the run right now. He's trying to escape this potential and inevitable, but it's that ultimate. It gets cancelled out from the Thresh as well. Nice play here by the side of International Jobcenter. It's going to be the lockdown of the ultimate as well, but the damage coming through from the Jarvan is going to be
come absolutely with the
essential. He comes in with a portal, just like the Avengers, into the Baron Pit.
Yeah, I mean, this is a really good play, actually, from International Jobcenter. Oh, actually, no, they might get completely caught out here. Oh, no, it's gone horribly wrong. I like the idea from, wait, the Thresh and the Draven come on through. Wait a second, they double portaled in. They used the Lantern to double portal in, but it's gone horribly wrong for them. Draven gets a double kill. But Zaya's on the back line, doing so much damage, and the hook comes on through with the flag and drive. Vladimir's going to come and clean up as well, and eventually it does work in International Jobcenter's favor, but that could have gone horribly wrong. Really cool interaction. What you
Shy with the incredible 3k gold lead into the bot side of the map as well, looking at almost having his 4th item onto the Rift. He has the Essence Reaver, he has the Bloodthirster, as well as the Mortal Reminder here as well. But now Freyren into the back line does flash in with the Mega Knight. It's going to take down onto the Zyra as well. Can the Ornn really tip the scales here? It's going to knock up quite a few of the heroes onto the side of International Jobcenter overall. It's currently a 2-2 trade. Vladimir as well. It's not going to be Shen keeping him Faker Apple alive. Once again, a 4-2 trade.
Yeah, I mean, relying on both the Xayah and the Gwen to be able to deal damage. You can see Rakan is actually going for a more tank version, so he doesn't deal any damage. And you have so much, you know, pen from things like the Vladimir going to be helping out with all the magic pen as looking for a team fighting the Dragon Pit, maybe.
Yes. Triple man knock up here from Ornn. So Lakatown really trying to put a bit of impact onto this team fight, but it's going to be Snorlax being able to use the flag out of there. He's looking for the right engage right now. Draven is cooking right now. There he is. He lingers over the wall. He gets the Cataclysm onto Deadly. It's going to be enough to slow him down. It's going to be enough to, for sure, to take down Faker Apo and Lakatown, potentially this inhibitor as well into the mid lane.
Yeah, blue side of the map, the insane engage again from the Gnar. And even though the 1v1 in the side lane didn't really work in Gnar's favor, his ultimates this game in Mega Gnar have been absolutely perfect. He's used it for disengage. He's used it for engage as well. Bit of an overstep though, no minions there, so he does need to be a little bit careful. They're going to try and potentially end this game, but no, they do need to back off though because there's just way too much damage. Actually, the hook lands onto the Xayah. The Flay actually stops Quant from jumping in, and Gnar actually finishes the jump from range, and this might be the minion wave that they do to try and end this game.
The status from the Jarvan as well is going to be enough to kind of like set this whole tempo up at this potential last engage. Obviously, they have at least like 2 minions here, but it's going to be the Ornn that's going to be able to watch it out. The Nexus is still alive. They literally whipped that one. Shy is still on the run here as well.
He's now going to get even more crit damage. So this Vladimir, this Draven, is going to hurt. One auto attack this Gwen might be dead.
Flash. Not even the flash, just a proto belt in here from Vlad, but I mean, there's a lot of damage coming in from the Gwen. Hello!
Oh my God!
Zyra is popping off. What is going on? The Ornn going to stop Shy into the place, maybe actually mitigate any kind of impact here. The Vlad into the back line. Down goes Deadly. He's looking for Lakatown as well. Shy gets the come through. It's a double kill from this Vlad. Somebody call an ambulance, man.
I mean, that movement there from Shy on the Draven was so smooth. He was picking up axe after axe, and he was still dodging away from the Ornn every single time. The Ornn knockups, the Ornn crowd control, and the Vladimir coming in to clean up the job as well. Draven kind of struggles a little bit because he's against like a Shen, he's against a Gwen, which can stop a lot of the auto attacks. But look at that! The Rakan just dies from 4 auto attacks.
That's it. He's literally chopping away. He is a lumberjack onto the Rift right now. He's going to be Shy, spamming the emotes there. But now, obviously, at the Nexus, once again, it looks like it's going to be the takedown. But it's going to be living on about 562 health. But the minions finish this one off. So props to the 6th member, the Winions.
Yeah, Winions in the end. Shy was just auto-attacking Nexus. He's like, yeah, I've had my fun this game. I got my 12 kills and my 10 assists. I'm completely cool with that. And he just auto-attacks the Nexus and ends the game. I mean, that's an incredible performance from the Draven, from Shy. I think 2 games in a row now, division of International Jobcenter. But I guess they're just playing with fire at this point. They're like, yeah, we're 2-0 up in the series. We're going to try and take some of these champions out of the pool and fearless draft. And even if we lose this, we have another game to fall back on. Or another 2 to fall back on.
Yeah. the most
Center will just be playing around team fights, and we'll just Flash actually hits in the end. Maybe the ultimate comes through from the Seraphine. No, he's gonna save that in the end, but no Flash now. Well, there it goes. On to Quant, and he doesn't die. Well, that was a very uninteresting Seraphine ultimate. I mean, it was a nice try, but yeah, not enough damage. A lot more setup. They have the Corki as well, who's going to be a really strong carry later on. Carlos is kind of struggling here. Has to use the flash to get away. Really good flash though in the end to actually stop the knockup from the Riven. You can see Nunu snowballing in. Just be careful. Actually hits the snowball onto the Darius.
Yeah, Carlos gets hit by a very wintered mess there, but now it's going to dive in from UI on this Riven here as well. But obviously now it's going to be Carlos getting taken down. So like you were saying, in terms of the draft here, it's looking like Mango is definitely a lot more fruity with this one. I mean,
it will just be the Seraphine and the Morgana just healing and shielding and trying to keep their entire team alive. So they're relying on the Darius, they're relying on the Hecarim to even try and do anything. They are going to try and get a pick here onto the top side, but I'm not too sure they can actually kill a tank Garen, as he does use the flash to get away. And here comes Snowball. He's rolling again.
He doesn't. Well, he has the flash. He could have flashed out of there, Mr. Solo Bolo, but he's not going to keep that one just yet. Obviously, Snack's not coming through for Darius. Give me the takedown into the mid lane. Thanks to good Snorlax. Now a bit of a turnaround. Let's give it that first skill from Morgana. Oh, the lockdown has now gave results over to the side of International Jobcenter, as well as the potential first T1 of the game.
It was all looking so good for Mango, but then they just get caught in the bot lane. And now, the Akali's able to escape as well. Snorlax, unfortunately, not being able to get a trade kill on the opposite side of the map.
Like he's starting to seem kind of come online already with these 2 items, right? Like, yes, obviously in the early games, just there to kind of like maybe just do a lot of like AoE kind of like physical damage here onto the side of Mango. But the roots as well as the CC is definitely scary here. Just kind of like shoving around the side of Mango. The takedown up to UI. Actually, no, sorry. Once there gets taken down as well. Looks to get a little bit more kills onto Deadly. Deadly looking pretty low as well as UI. He's not quite got the health bars to give over the aid. The Laka town, and Laka goes down as well.
Killing spree now for the Horsey. He's ramping. He's scaling. He's got the man immune as well as the Akali looks to try and jump in. Oh, clean combo there. For Ferrin, but unfortunately not being able to get enough damage there. But you're kind of seeing there how the composition's going to work with like, then it's just all down to, hey, we're going to use our shields to try and, Solobolo might be dead. Oh no, he's fine. He's chilling.
Yep. He did flash as well over to the wall. It keeps himself alive. Maybe potentially get a pick up there with that. The root doesn't land onto anybody but Freyren. Maybe getting caught out there as well. UI picking up the kill, but he looks pretty low now. UI goes down thanks to Snorlax. Snorlax is on the run thanks to the use of the Horsey. He is going 0 to 90 out of these team fights. He's very quick and agile to get in and out, but obviously using that silence there onto the side of International Jobcenter. The ultimate from the Seraphine is going to be enough to zone out. He gets the stacks, but Carlos, can he get the damage over time onto Deadly? And it looks like that's not going to be the case.
Deadly survives on a slip.
But so, like, it seems like the team fights could literally go either way. Like, no matter like who is ahead with the gold, it just depends on who gets the initial engage here. But Deadly is definitely going to be the one you're looking at there. He gets deleted by Snorlax.
That's what happens when a horsey jumps on top of a Corki and Corki can't do anything about it. You might have a Valkyrie to try and jump over a wall, but the horsey has a dash as well, and the horsey is pretty damn fast at this point during the game.
Oh yeah, definitely far up here. It's especially 11k to around about 9k into that jungle just alone. You can see like Ribbon here building the Hex Drinker here, potentially just to get a little bit of that AP resistance here. But it's with the Seraphim ultimate bringing them all in. One goes down, as well as Deadly and Faker Apo. I mean, obviously not Deadly, sorry. He just come back, but Town, he's literally running away with a sliver of health.
Oh, beautiful ultimate there from the Seraphim. I guess when you have better hands, Blam, it doesn't matter what you pick sometimes. Sometimes your composition might not work. The result is also going to be 0-3 as well. And unfortunately for them, it doesn't look like it's going to be their day. As the Corki again. What can you do as a Corki? You have a dash to be able to escape, but that's all you have. There's nothing you can do when a rampant horsey is running in your face.
Yeah, I feel like it's a game of like poker face, right? It's like who uses the dash first, and then you just see the rest of them from the side of International Jobcenter just dive in with every kind of momentum they have. Mobility skills, just this Seraphim ultimate is serving. It's bringing the enemy team in. It's getting a takedown onto Faker, Apple, and Quaint. The damage is only going to really come from UI here, but you have to commit in a close combat situation here. Same with the Garen, tries to get the dunk here onto the Seraphim, but there's just too much. The shielding's not going to come through. He goes down. We have the enchanted minions come through into the mid lane. Looking to get this inhibitor.
Inhibitor mid lane, the inhibitor goes down. It looks like the bot lane inhibitor is going to shortly follow as well. And International Jobcenter, unfortunately, yesterday wasn't their day. Baguettes were able to take them down, but today they looked so much cleaner, so much better as well. And they're not going to close out the game just yet, as Quant is just
dethroned by the team there and their ex-teammate Random. But now we have seen a bit of a commitment onto Freyren as we see a push into the mid lane, push top side of the map as well. Just a bit of a distraction here, but the status does come through. It's going to be Carlos coming in as well. Snorlax, sorry, with the help. Exactly, just cleaning up shop. The damage comes through as well with the Beal as well with Shy. There is everybody here, but now Carlos is coming in onto the flank here, looking to get those stacks onto the Garen. They were just waiting for the team ace here, Stu, and they're going to get it as they finish this game number 3.
Game number 3, clean sweep for International Jobcenter. A very creative draft, just revolved around just enough shielding, enough healing, just being able to keep this Hecarim alive. And when you're going for scaling items like Manamune as well, your late game is just unmatched compared to any other champion, and it can be very, very scary. And I think overall this series kind of showed the, I guess, skill difference between, International